tallis if are single. If they are single, why they don't put tallis? Tallis on Sephardic has the custom to put tallis at morning. Tallis.
Good question.
Gadol.
Good question. Okay, so there is a big discussion about what is the power of the minhag customs. Okay, there is halacha that is obligating, and there is customs, and how much a custom will obligate, okay, someone. So it doesn't say anywhere in the halacha that someone that is not married should not put on tallit. Okay, it does say that to put on tallit is not an obligation. Okay, someone that he doesn't want to have tallit, so he's missing a mitzvah, but he didn't do avera. He didn't make a sin. Okay, also tzitzit. It says that someone that you have Yirat Shamayim, and I hope everybody here have Yirat Shamayim. So,
what is that?
A fear of heaven, literally. Okay, but it's obviously it's much more than fear of heaven. But I'm like just to make it very, very simple. So, so someone that you have Yirat Shamayim, he should have tzitzit. Okay, now there's tzitzit katan that we put under the clothing or on top if we're Hasidim, yeah. But there is tzitzit katan and there is talit gadol, right? The tzitzit gadol. So this tzitzit gadol and the talit, the Ashkenazim, they have this custom not to put it on until they get married. I don't know exactly what is the source of this minhag, and if you ask the Rosh Yeshiva, he will tell you don't put it on until you're married. But someone that was married, he can put it on because when he was married, he was supposed to put it on. So after you already started to put it on, you don't have to take it out. Okay. When I was Bachur Yeshiva, before I got married, I did put on talit. I had talit. And we had here Rabbi that his name was Rav Shlomo Sha'anan Zatzal. That he was a rabbi of the Rosh Yeshiva for Choshen Mishpat, for the Henut. So when he was alive, there was a period of time that he came here once a week from Bnei Brak to give a class, and I had the merit to be in his class. And while I was still a Bachur Yeshiva, so we asked him, should I keep the talit or should I take it out because I'm not married? So he said, there's a chazal, there's a saying of a chazal, it says, Ma'alin b'kedusha velo moridin. We want to increase the kedusha, we don't want to take down the kedusha. Okay? So someone that already had the custom to put it on when he's davening, yes, and now he's coming to yeshiva and he said, but I'm Ashkenazi, so no, don't take it out. That was my case. Okay? Before that I was davening with Minyan Sfaradi. Everybody have talit, so I also had talit. Also, so when I came to the yeshiva, I kept this custom, and I did have talit even though I'm Ashkenazi. Okay? But there's a big difference here if you're starting or you already had it before. Okay? So you have to ask the Rosh Yeshiva, like for yourself personally, what to do. But you have to know that there's a big difference in this custom, like between the rabbis. Who do you go to ask? So you might get different opinions, different answers. Okay.
So what you're saying is that someone that isn't married yet, and you're talking about shacharit when you put your tefillin on.
Yeah.
So you put your tallis on even though you're not married.
According to the Sephardi custom, the Yemenite custom, yes. The Ashkenaz, they don't put it on.
Talit gadol. This,
Talit Gadol.
the Katan is a...
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I am half Ashkenazi, half Sephardi.
Which side is what?
My mother's side is Sephardi, and my father's side is Ashkenazi.
So in the Judaism goes according to the mother, but the customs goes according to the father. So if your father is Ashkenazi, so basically you have to follow the Ashkenazi way.
So what if I've already been putting my tallis on always?
So that was my case, and the rabbi told me to keep on putting the talit as
Even though
well.
I'm Ashkenazi.
Yeah.
So you're still following both your mother and father either way?
I have to put my tallis on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Even though I'm not
Yeah.
married.
It's-
Good.
When they do other prayers that you put your tallis gadol on, I don't put it on because every time I ask about it and I say, do I put my tallis on if I'm not married, and they say no to me, except in shacharis, which I always put my tallis gadol on. In the other prayers, I don't put my tallis on.
Okay. So
That's what happened to me.
it's okay. It's okay. You can do that. It's okay. No problem. So, okay, we already got to the subject of the different customs. So I will tell you that you should not think that because it's only custom, so it's not obligating anything. Because there is a concept that is brought down that the customs can become halacha. Okay? So I'm not saying that in any case, but there is cases that the custom become to be halacha. So there is things that there's no source for them, but it started to be practiced in the Jewish world for a long period of time, and it spread, and it becomes to be like halacha. Okay, and we have a few cases like that it was already in the time of the Gemara. For example, now you are davening Arvit, right? So in the time of the Mishnah, Arvit was not an obligation. It was a possibility. If you want, you daven Arvit. You don't have to. You have to say Kriyat Shema in the night, but you don't have to daven Amidah. Okay. Then the Jewish people did it. Everybody did it every day. So that was the custom, and it spread. So it became to be halacha. So now we have to daven a full Arvit, full prayer. Okay? So that's example of a custom that became to be halacha already in the time of the Gemara. Okay? Question is, things that comes after the Gemara. Okay? So that's a big discussion, and I have a friend that is a rabbi in Bet Israel, which is a neighborhood next to Mea Shearim. So he told me that he is writing a book specifically about this subject these days, and when it will be published, so Blinander, I'll bring it and I'll read you a few things from there, and that's the subject matter about like how to treat what is the relation between the halacha and the customs, and what is obligating and what is not obligating. Okay, so there's a lot to say about it.
They say here, Rabbi, that the question is, they say when Mashiach comes, that all the traditionals, customs what have been going on, say for Ashkan and Sephardi, but there won't be any of these customs no more. These customs won't exist.
Again.
Because what I'm asking is that when Mashiach comes, all these customs what each Jewish tribe or Jewish people have had from Ashkenaz and Sephardi they say these customs what exist no more when Mashiach comes, because when Mashiach comes that he will bring a higher understanding to everything, and we don't need these customs no more.
Right.
Just Torah and...
Yeah. So it's another good question, and like I said before, we don't really know what will be and how things will be when Mashiach comes, but there's a possibility that he will tell us about certain customs. This is a mistake, you shouldn't do it, and about things that we didn't do, he might ask us why you don't do it. It's an obligation, okay? So things might change, okay? But there's a foundation of the belief of Mashiach that he will not change the Torah. Okay?
Yes.
So whatever is written in the Torah, in the Gemara, Mishnah, Gemara, Okay, so those things will not change. Okay, but the things that are on top of that, or explanations of that, that might be changed according to the new understanding that we'll receive with Mashiach, with the coming of Mashiach soon, Bezrat Hashem. Okay?
Yeah.
Another question for dessert?
No question. Pork isn't eaten. It is forbidden.
Yeah.
They say when Mashiach comes, will pork be allowed to be eaten?
No.
Yes.
Why?
It says that in Hebrew, pork is called chazir. Chazir.
Okay.
Okay, and Chazal say why his name is Chazir.
What is Chazal?
Chazir, Chazal, sages. The sages say why his name is Chazir, she'atid lachzor, that he will come back to be kosher.
Right.
Okay, and that's a good dessert because not because the taste of the pork, because I want to give you another understanding that Chazal say in hinting that the sons of Esav is metaphoric. The pork is a metaphoric for the sons of Esav. Okay, and there's a few hints for that. One of them is that they say that the pork is putting his hand out and he have like a split hoof.
Yes.
Right, and as if and he's saying, look on me, I'm kosher. Yeah, but really it's not kosher because he doesn't have the thing with the digesting, right, to bring up the food, right. So this that's the sign of the sons of Esav, that they show themselves as if they are, very polite, right, and then all of those things, everything is politically correct, and human rights and this and that, but really like under the table, like everything is corrupted and so on, right? So and then Chazal tells us, but really future to come, the pork will come back to be really kosher, right? So those sons of Esav in the future to come, they will receive the knowledge of the Jewish people, and they will become to be really kosher. Okay, they will be like Esav, that he was a brother of Yaakov. So it says that he could do tshuva, right? If Yaakov would give him to marry his daughter Dinah, this midrash. Yaakov he had a daughter Dinah, and she was supposed to marry Esav, and then Esav would have do tshuva. But Yaakov he didn't want to give Dinah to Esav, and then Dinah was raped. Okay, so Esav had the potential to do tshuva. So now we're waiting for the time of Mashiach that will apply, and its great grandchildren will do the tshuva that he should have done in the beginning, and then they will come back to be like the brothers of Am Yisrael, that Esav and Yaakov were brothers. So okay, there's a big understanding that goes with it, and which is the understanding that there was a discussion between the angels and Hashem. That the angels told Hashem, give the spiritual world to Yaakov and the physical world to Esav. And Esav will support Yaakov in the physical world, that Yaakov will be able to do his spiritual work. Esav will support Yaakov, that Yaakov will be able to do his spiritual work. Okay? And Hashem said, no, I know that he will not support him. So Yaakov will have to get a share also in this world, that he will be able to support himself. Because Esav will not support him. Esav will dump him. So it says it in the Zohar, in Parashat Toldot, as far as I remember. So then, in future to come, this understanding of the angels will come back. That the sons of Esav will support the sons of Yaakov, that the sons of Yaakov will be able to concentrate and focus on learning Torah, and they won't have to work for their living and to exert themselves with the physical, to support themselves financially, and that's a part of the redemption. Okay, and some people, they doing the mistake and to think that we're waiting for the other nations to serve us as to put them down. Okay, that's not the idea. We like it's not that the Jewish people supposed to put down the other nations. We're supposed to enlighten their eyes and to give them the part of knowledge that they are deserve to be able to connect to Hashem.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to be the leaders of the understanding of how to come closer to Hashem, right? So obviously, when someone receives something that is precious and he appreciates it, so he wants to show his appreciation, right? So what's the way to show appreciation? So you give a gift. You make some kind of you manifest your appreciation in a physical way, right? And also in the time of Shlomo Melech, it says that the nations all over the world, they send presents to Shlomo Melech. You know that?
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, and in the time of the temple of Shlomo Melech, there was sacrifices that came from overseas of animals of the non-Jews.
Yes.
Right? That they sacrificed it in the altar in the temple of Shlomo Melech.
Wow.
Right? So that will be also in the future to come. That where the other nations will appreciate the work of the Jewish people, so they will want to connect to that. They will want to be part of that. So what's the way to bring some kind of offering and with that to connect? Yes.
But the swine is never going to become kosher.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not going to start chewing the cud and throwing it up.
I don't know how it's going to be kosher, but it says it will be kosher.
It says do not eat it because it's not good for you.
For now.
Okay.
For now.
And it says give it
But
to the boys.
the pig will have a chance to repent.
I never read that before.
Well, maybe that's what you're here to learn and study, and the great rabbis
Well, there's another few things you never heard before.
They don't know what the color tallis is, but they know that the pig is going to be kosher. How?
I'm telling you, there's a clear saying of the sages that the pig is going to be kosher. How it's going to be kosher, I don't know. If it's going to change its nature, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care. But I have a clear. For me, when I have a clear statement of the sages, so that's like absolute truth. Okay, I put all my money there. I don't have a doubt. That's like solid.
That's the
So,
sages.
right?
The oak.
If someone here, like in the street, tells me something, it might be very convincing, but I won't put all my money there. Maybe yes, maybe no. It sounds interesting. Okay, but if it has like a good source in the Gemara and the Zohar, so that's like I put my life on it. It's solid.
Because the reason why the pig has the sense of being kosher because it has hooves. But it's because of something that it eats its own stuff and that's like it's clean and it's not. But it's because it's a hoof. You're only allowed to eat hoof animal, kosher like a cow. It's got the hooves like a cow.
Okay, it's also say that in the future to come the tiger will lie with the lamb, right? So you can say also the same question. What, they will change the nature? I guess so. So what? Like
Have you read that?
it's all in Hashem's hands anyhow.
Have you read that?
Anyhow, basically it's not so far out. We see animals also now that they are changing their nature. It could be. So like if you tell me that like something that it says it in the prophecies that it happens, to me it's not strange. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting all those prophecies to come true.
Yeah.
So like, it's strange for me that it doesn't come true. You know, it's strange. How come Mashiach is not here yet? That's strange.
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to already happen.
Yeah, that's strange.
Right? But okay, I guess there's another few conditions that didn't happen yet. Even though when you read, I read today in the Gemara, in the end of Sanhedrin, you know, it says that like all the things that have to happen before the revelation of Mashiach. I read it. I said, all of that already happened. You know, all of that already applied. So how come Mashiach is not here? So I guess there's another few things that is not written there that's supposed to happen. But okay, whatever it takes. You know, but anyhow, any prophecy that we see that happens, that should be for us as like we look on nature, right? Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the shiur, and Bezrat Hashem, be here tomorrow after Arvit, be in Arvit, and after Arvit, come here, and Bezrat Hashem will continue. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And those that are listening to the class online are welcome to send us also questions in the email or whatever, and Bezrat Hashem will be in touch. Kol tov.